welcome to Gemstone Tarot. Ooh, this is your weekend tarot reading for Saturday the 2nd, Sunday the 3rd of June. Valentine's here, she's having a wash, getting prepared for landing. I've been watching Roland Garros on the TV. Love me some of that clay court tennis. Thank you everybody. Ooh. Thank you for your comments. And also do watch the June readings, which are out, the monthly readings. Sun, Moon and Rising. This is for all astrological signs though, to see what's happening over the weekend and beyond. Whenever it is a weekend reading, for me it's a bit longer than that. You will hear all manner of revelry coming from behind the wall. The boy is on school holidays. I think he's playing Fortnite. Yeah, we've had giggles, we've had shouts, we've had expletives, and then we had a noise that sounded a bit like an orc. Yeah, I know what an orc sounds like because I've sat through a lot of Lord of the Rings films. Okay. You, my friend, need to budge. King of Swords in the reverse. He keeps turning up. He's turning up all over the shop. He turned up quite a lot in the general readings. He always, for me, represents the irresistible force meets the immovable object all in one go. You know, all tarot cards are created equal in a certain way. They shadow, light, good, bad, all the rest of it. My heart does slightly sink when I see the King of Swords in reverse. I find it nearly always a message of some trickiness, some coldness, and sometimes even like verging on sort of brutal indifference. I've had this for days and days and days in these readings. Some people, you might have found that you came to some kind of understanding of a situation, and as happens with humans, and we are all human, you kind of come to an understanding, it maybe feels really painful, and you sort of bounce slightly into denial. Watch out for that. Not just a river in Egypt, as they say. 7 of Cups. We had that before as well, didn't we? 7 of Cups, castles in the sky. Wanting from somebody more than they are capable of giving, not even more than they can give. Wow. Suddenly a Leo Sayer song. Oh no. Cheesemongers. I love you more than I can say. Whoa, whoa, yay, yay. If you know that one, you're as cheesy as I am in my music. Give it a thumbs up, okay? Leave me a comment. I think it's Leo Sayer. I love you twice as much tomorrow. Whoa, whoa, I love you more than I can say. That's the kind of thing you want to hear that you ain't never going to hear from the King of Swords. Never. Okay? Never, never, never. Now, 7 of Cups. Don't live in that fantasy land. Don't live on the cloud of hope. Don't live on the cloud of hope, okay? Then we have Strength in the reverse. It's an 8. It's the card of Leo, often. It's a card of self-mastery. And that is the card of losing the run of yourself. And I would say, with those two on either side of each other, this is a situation... Oh, sweetheart! Big sneeze from Valentine with hay fever. This is a situation of boomeranging between probably false hope, and kind of brutal realization. In the middle of the reading, Major Arcana, Judgment. Judgment can be in, you know, if you're looking in romantic readings with certain other cards, particularly the Six of Cups, it can be a card of second chances, second go-rounds, another go at something. In this sense, in the middle of this reading, without other cards to support that, for me, the Judgment card is a call for judgment at all levels. You know, it's kind of cosmic, it's biblical when you look at it in terms of revelations. It's being called to judge, it's angelic. You got the trumpets, got the whole angelic trumpet business going on with this card. It's major arcana, it's a denouement, it's a culmination, and this card has got dolphins. How cool is that? It's a call if you are in a situation where you are waiting on this information, answer, attention, whatever it was. I think yesterday we had the Emperor in reverse, didn't we? Which is a slightly more fully rounded version of the King of Swords, because the Emperor is major arcana. But nevertheless, it's that same belligerent, indifferent silence that seems to have been ringing out for days and weeks. Two of Wands in reverse, nothing's starting. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Work will not make a difference. Working hard towards this will not make a difference. What will make a difference is this. And this is tough. I want a card to go along with you. I'm going to have one of these. What do we need to know about this judgment? Yeah. We get the unconscious card of Dark Story. This is about, you can see here, some grim images on this card, okay? But this is mostly about your own personal story, where you've come from, your patterns, your shadows, your burning houses, you know. We all have these things in our family, in our ancestry, in our, if we want to get really kooky about it, past lives, parallel lives, whatever, wherever you are on that. And everybody's in different places on it. But this dark story, you tend to find that this person, King of Swords in reverse, when I see him, when I get that vibe, I know there is an empath on the other side of it, and their dark story is being raked over, reignited, looked at, triggered, whatever you want to call it. Judgment is an opportunity to really come to terms with it. To really come to terms with things as they are. And also for some people, and this might only be for a few people, to come to terms with other people's limits and to come to terms with why you have the need to seek those people out. In other words, it's no coincidence usually that we are seeking validation, attention, love, information, whatever it is, from someone who painfully is incapable of giving it. There's a message for us there. Usually there's no message for them because they're not looking at it really. That one. Yeah. You could be dealing with someone here who may be depressed. They certainly depress you. The King of Swords, Sun in reverse. It's also the masculine card of knowing. The Sun is clear sight. It's the opposite of the Moon, which is the more borrowed light. I think we had the Moon yesterday. Then we have the Six of Wands in reverse. It is a no-win situation. And then we finally have the Hanged Man standing up, the stand man. Most confusing of reversals, the Hanged Man. It's like momentum. Things going forward, but things going forward don't mean answers from this person. Things going forward mean answers from you. I'm going to just do, for those of you that are dealing with relationships, because I know a lot of you have left me comments recently. Yes. About that particular aspect. So I want to cover that for you. You popped out. Oh dear. Okay. Right. One more. Yes. That came up yesterday. Okay. For some of you, this person, as is often the case, okay, don't ask me why. There'll be some dark psychological reason. You get come hither. Two things for that. One, you are more magnetic to others than you know, or than you feel the confidence at the moment, okay? Sometimes this situation, when you're dragged down a bit by somebody, you can lose your mojo, okay? You can lose your mojo. I only laugh because it's Chuck Spezzano and it's the glittery bush, isn't it? It's the glittery bush. A heart-shaped bush. This is a call to let you know, okay, your own attractiveness, but also for some of you, that King of Swords, it may be your kryptonite in terms of chemistry. That's the cleanest way I can put it, okay? But at the same time, you get feeling unwanted. It may be somebody where it's a bit FWB, as they say, friends with benefits, or just you kind of seem to always end up on your own with this person. Even if you're with them, you're on your own. It's just that whole, like I said, it's that wanting some validation or attention from somebody is not capable of giving it. Then we get openness. Probably my favourite Chuck Spezzano card, actually, because it's gorgeous. And it's a call as well to be open to love, no matter what. And then finally, the healing card of trust. Love that card too. Be open to new love and also be open to trusting again. But I wouldn't put your trust in that King of Swords. Oh, yes. If this is a work situation for those of you, again, it is a boss who you cannot win with, or even a family member you cannot win with. Doesn't matter how hard you work on it. It doesn't matter how hard you work at work. It doesn't matter about wishing. It drains you, and judgment just tells you to make a thorough call, okay? To make your own thorough call. Deep knowing is the Oracle card. And down deep inside, or in your higher self, or whatever you want to call it, you do know. You do know. We always do. Seven of Cups is often looking away from that knowing and into some kind of wishing, hoping. Or as my mum says, you know, it's one thing to be fooling other people, but when you start fooling yourself, then you're in trouble. You know when you're doing it. We all do it. But people, I want you to win. Yeah. I want that one as well. Yes. Healing with the Angels Oracle card, we get support. Yes. Especially when it comes to judgment. Call on any support you can. Friends, family, angels, whatever you do. You know, your own methods of divination. Doesn't matter what it is, okay? Call on it. Use it. Send it up to a higher power. Whatever you need to do to move on from this dark story of unconsciousness. And then we get new love. Yay! That's to do with the openness and the trust. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box. Do check out the monthly readings for June. Valley Bobs has now gone to sleep. And I'll see you soon. Hit subscribe as well if you haven't already. Namaste.